Hello, Ben.
Hello.
Hello. You we're playing trucking again. Holy crap, that's a big old lot of money in it for that. Oh, that's a long old journey, bro. Oh, look how long that journey is. That's from up
Golly
North
gee.
Sweden down to central Spain. I think
Right.
that might be a bit
Well,
too much.
let's no. Okay.
It's for length of time it's going to take us that bothers me because I have genuinely done some deliveries that have taken me 4 real world hours. So I should think you don't want to be here for 4 hours while I do
No,
a.
probably not. Are we hiring a new guy?
We need to make some money first because we need a little bit more money before we can do that.
Well, we're doing a shorter journey, are we? What
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
trucking?
If you give me a sec. A train undercarriage. Oh, hang on. There was something I wanted to do. I'm changing some of the settings. I'm changing some of the
Right.
settings so that because it's pissing me off. Gameplay. I was going to do this before, but I forgot. There we go. I'm fed up of stupid little traffic violations, even when we're not responsible for it. So I've turned them off. I don't care. That one's happened.
Mm.
No more are going to happen. It should mean that in theory we'll be able to speed as well, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. I'll test it by
Right.
going through this
You've,
night. Yeah, I haven't been fined for going through there, so that's
all
fine.
right. So you've turned off the rules, have you?
I've turned off for one rule that was really pissing me off. Yes.
Right. So it's not realistic anymore.
It wasn't that realistic anyway. We would have killed at least a half dozen people. But we can get the jobs done quicker.
Uh,
So no, but we need to do a job and then we can hire the guy and then we can, you know, do our thing. Let's go through there at 60 kilometers an hour, nearly 70 kilometers an hour. We have 9 minutes, Ben, until the exit poll data is
we
released.
do. We do.
You're going to have to
Yeah.
read that data to me when it gets released because obviously I'm.
I will do.
Um, yeah, it could be good news, could be bad news. I'm expecting it to be decent news in the grand scheme of things, but not.
As much as part of me is hoping for something a little more interesting, like a hung parliament, I think it's going to be very boring and very solid. It'll be Labour majority. We'll see. We'll see.
Remember, I reckon 425 Labour seats. I know we're not going to get total Labour seats until tomorrow at the absolute earliest, and it's probably not going to be till like Saturday because there'll be some recounts and
Yeah.
stuff. I wonder if this is going to be a recount area.
Maybe.
I'd love it if it was and he still loses. If he fights it for every fucking. Well, yeah, they'll actually be doing the thing just around the corner for me because they tend to do the count at the.
Yeah,
events,
they do. Yeah.
don't they?
Well, I remember his son tried to get in last time as a councillor, and his father was very pissy and demanded a recount when his son lost.
Yeah,
And
well,
his son seemed a bit embarrassed.
I didn't demand a recount when I lost. But then again, I was like third, fourth on the in the rankings, so it would have been a bit weird if I'd asked for a recount. How do you feel knowing that this could be the first, this could be the last day of Tory government in our adult lives for quite some time? Because
For 7 to 10 years, I imagine.
our entire adult lives have been under Tory, and
You're
admittedly
right.
coalition, but Tory rule. This could
Well,
be
let's.
this could
When
be the
did
start of
they
something
come into
different.
power? What
2010.
date?
It was 2010, so it doesn't matter what date really.
6th of May, but that thing dragged on, didn't it?
It took a few days. Yeah.
The 12th of May. So it was shortly before my birthday,
16th.
our birthday. Yeah.
And we're now
God.
30. So 14 of the
Oh
last.
yeah, you're right. That was an easier way to do it, wasn't it? Yeah.
14
Fucking
of the
hell.
last 30 years of our lives have been under. And let's be fair, the first 4 years, well, first 3 years were under Tory rule as well. because Labour didn't get in until 97.
Mm.
So we spent most of our lives in the Tory war. It's
God,
depressing.
we were at secondary school.
Yeah, a lot has happened since then. I saw the Supercuts thing where someone had made like I think it was on Twitter or maybe in TikTok, and someone had made a compilation of a load of big political bits from the last 14 years, and it was mostly such and such is in charge, such and such is fucked up, such and such resigned.
Mm.
Someone new in charge, some big fuck up, some big resignation, and it included Theresa May's dancing.
Yeah.
And that bit when she had the cough during the speech, and the bit of sign fell off behind her.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, for 14 fucking years.
Yeah, and it could be over for 5 years tonight.
Well, in name.
Well, yeah. Because
I think I'll be over, as I say, between 7 and 10.
I feel bad for. Part of me feels bad for whoever ends up in charge, and I know it's going to be Keir Starmer, but I'm just like, part of me feels a bit bad for him for having to. He's going to take a lot of flack for not being able to fix things quickly, because people are stupid like that.
Because these things take time.
Yeah, you can't undo. If you break a jigsaw puzzle, you can't fix it immediately. You have to. It takes time.
Reminds me of I watched a document. No, it wasn't a documentary. It was in World War Z.
Okay.
Where they mentioned the South African chapter where they're talking about Nelson Mandela. When he came to power, he promised to change South Africa and everybody would have homes and stable government and the economy would be good. And it mentioned how people at the time thought, well, that would happen like tomorrow.
Yeah.
These things take years, if not decades, to affect change on that scale.
It's true. Absolutely 100% true. You cannot change things. Rome wasn't built in a day.
No, it wasn't.
Those Roman builders, after they'd finished a day's worth of work, they were like, yeah, job's done.
They are using Arthur.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, see, he can't even abide waiting 8 minutes, 4 minutes now for the fucking thing to come out. He's got to scroll through his crap. Do you know how much time I spent scrolling whilst we were playing your stupid fucking game that you hated? How much time?
More time than I did.
Pardon?
Hopefully more time than I did.
No. The only time I spent scrolling during your last video was the time when you asked me to find something for you.
Well, aren't you good?
Yeah, I am. I was paying actual attention to it. And here I am driving down a road in somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Europe, on my way to Sheffield. I started in the Czech Republic, so I'm heading west.
Now I've got a bit of a problem.
Just the one.
Well,
I'm coming up to
Irish.
Nuremberg. I
have the Irish version.
Of what?
BBC News.
Oh,
I'm on iPlayer. How do I... Is it going to give me the poll just for Northern Ireland?
I doubt it. Are you not on... How have you got the Irish one?
Because I was in Ireland when I set up this iPlayer account.
Okay, well go to your settings and change it.
Or you. Settings. Sign in. Personal details. Edit.
Oh, it feels good to not be getting fined for this.
Do what you like.
Yeah.
Every trucker's dream.
Oh boy, let's find a prostitute to murder. Allegedly.
Exit poll in 2 minutes 15 seconds. So yeah, we've got Naga Manchetti on it, and Clive. He's leaving.
Moiri.
Yeah.
Or Moiri or whatever it is. Obviously, we'll get Professor John Curtis.
Yes.
He's always about for these sorts of things.
With the swingometer, break out the old swingometer.
David Dimbleby will be around.
Maybe. David Dimbleby doing it this time for somebody?
He'll be about.
Maybe.
Fiona Bruce will probably be around.
He's 85. I don't think he's going to be on telly.
Oh, what's that Hussein woman's name?
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I think she's involved as well.
I don't know.
There was a thing about prepping for coverage.
Exciting stuff.
I know, we're going 90 kilometres an hour down the freeway.
Oh, there's thermometer guy.
John Curtis.
What's his name? John Curtis. Just smile at the camera. God, he look. It's very. Yeah, he's in like the little bit. Oh, they've got the virtual House of Commons. It's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 minute 20 seconds. You're getting this live, viewers / listeners.
Live and a week late.
Yeah.
You're going to hear our live reactions to the exit poll data any second now, because it is, according to my clock, 10 o'clock.
Oh, there's your Ed Davey man with his wife.
Yeah. Is she blind? It looked like he was leading her along with
walking with a cane. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually got a bit more respect for Ed Davey, frankly.
Yeah.
I'm fonder of him now, but...
Labour's set for landslide with victory majority of 170, according to exit poll for BBC. What's 170? So it's...
Hang on, where'd you get that from?
It's a news alert popped up.
Alright. Well, I haven't got the exit poll.
No, but... Say a majority of 170 just means that they've got more... A 170 more than everyone else? Or is it 170...
Alright. Labour landslide 410 up 209 seats. Green are predicted to win 1 seat. The referendum party predicted to win 13 seats.
For Reform Party?
Reform Party,
okay,
sorry.
I was going to say.
Lib Dems up 53. Conservatives down 241.
So hang on. Greens are meant to have 2.
Greens are meant to win a seat. They're up to 2.
Okay, because when you say win a seat, that sounds like you only mean 1 seat.
Sorry.
But, yeah.
This is my first time doing it.
So
SNP down 38.
Down to
Plaid
10.
Cymru up 2. Yes.
Okay.
The Reform Party predicted to win 13 seats. Jesus fucking Christ. Conservatives down 241. Labour landslide 4.
But this is just the exit poll. This isn't This isn't the actuals. So important to remember.
Vary.
There is a lot that can happen in between now and then. So yeah, so the reform may end up with 13 seats based on that. I hope Clacton isn't one of them. I really do. If I have to have seats, I fucking hope he is not one of the people that goes in there.
I suspect it will. Well, I think our MP's pretty safe.
What, yours?
People would...
Or...
Well, both, frankly.
Okay. Because we're not in the same constituency, are we? So.
Yeah. Well, I hope Green do get another seat.
Well, that's what you were thinking before, isn't it? I said about 60 for the Lib Dems.
Yeah.
So, yeah. SNP have done a bit worse than I was expecting. But the Conservatives have done better. And the difference between the three, between Labour, Conservatives and SNP, balances out between what I was estimating or guessing beforehand. So I was saying about 425, Conservatives are about 30 up and SNP are down to about 10, so there's only about 5 in it.
I said 424.
Because you wanted to be closer than me, if it was lower. You didn't sincerely think it was going to be 424 seats.
I did, that's why I said it.
But of course, this is just the exit poll. This is not the final result.
It is just the exit.
Anything could happen. It could be completely wrong.
Well, people tend to be less forthcoming about voting for right-wing parties.
Yeah, but still.
It won't make much of a difference. Keir Starmer is going to be Prime Minister.
So, realistically, we won't have any actual results until, what is it, about 12:30 normally, the first one? Because there's a race, isn't there, between some of them that have such a small area and such a small group.
Yes, Sunderland and Blythe they're showing on the screen, which sort of suggests they're the 2 front runners, but... yeah, we're getting a Labour landslide. with a very healthy majority, which means he can do just about whatever he wants, which amounts to very little, I should imagine, given his utter lack of any sort of ambition. But who knows? There'll be people within the Labour Party who want to move things forward. It may be more positive than we think, but who fucking knows? He can do just about whatever he wants. Awful fucking prick.
Well,
yeah.
as much or as little, yes. It's going to be fun in the sun. For someone, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about things then, based on this very limited information that we have?
Basically what I expected, the Reform Party having potentially 13 seats.
It's depressing.
They'll lose them next time round.
Oh, hang on a minute. What if any of those are seats that where they've defected to the Tories?
Sorry?
What if any of those are the seats where they've defected to the Tories? Because two of them.
How many?
Two of them at least defected.
Yeah.
But on the ballot it says Reform still. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a mess, isn't it?
Yes. God, I hate Keir Starmer.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with him.
Yeah.
Because, well, not directly, obviously, but you're gonna have to live with his politics.
Where were the Lib Dems then? How many seats do they have currently?
At the moment, they've got, I think it's 12, 13, maybe 14, but they're expecting to get 60 odd.
Yeah, 61. Is what the exit poll is predicting.
I can live with that. That's back when that's the sort of 2010 numbers again.
I mean, I can live with 2 from the Greens, but they won't have any. So, I mean, that's not like, you know.
It's not a glowing endorsement, is it?
Well, it's not going to give them any degree of influence whatsoever.
No, less so than the Reform Party.
Mm.
So is that better than they did in? Is that projected to be better than they did in 1997?
Well, the Greens.
No, the Labour.
Have a look. So they won 418.
Okay, so
no,
we're on the verge of, but again, projected 8 seats off.
Yeah.
Anything could happen between now and results actually being finalised, and it's important. It's important to remember that, viewers at home, that we don't know what the actual result is going to be.
I should say it leaves the Conservatives with 34 seats fewer than they had in '97.
Wow.
They were left with 165 seats after '97. This is projecting they'll be left with 131. Worst results. Okay, in 1906, they were left with 156, and they lost 246 seats.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Is there any way of finding out the exit poll for your area?
Let's find out.
Because if there is, I would be interested in what it is for our respective areas.
What is the forecast election result in my constituency?
Oh, I'm in Frankfurt. Frankfurt?
Is that Alan Johnson?
It's meant to be. Because he sounds like, when he says it like this. If I can find a soundboard thing.
Frankfurt?
I've got one of a few things I've got on a soundboard. What else is there?
Yeah, they're not predicting. They're not predicting by area. It doesn't look like.
That's a shame.
I'm sure I can find it.
What else is there that's Oh, hang on.
You have failed me for the last time.
There you go. That's how I feel about the fact that you can't find it. You failed me for the last time. Oh, we just missed a train go past. See it in front of me. What I get for paying attention to other stuff for a moment.
Yeah, I hope Jeremy Corbyn wins his seat.
He's very popular in his.
He is popular. I was thinking about this earlier. He's Diane Abbott is very popular in her constituency. I suspect people vote for him more because they like him rather than because he's on the Labour ticket, sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd say
No.
so. Ah,
So
there we go.
we'll have to-
I've just had an email from the Lib Dems. Jordan, the exit poll has just come out. There's still a long way to go tonight as votes are counted, but I wanted to say I am proud of our party. It looks
that's
like
nice of them to
it looks like
message it.
this will be our best result for a generation.
Hmm.
It looks like we have gained more seats than in any general election in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. I thought we've got about as many as we had in 2010, but looks
Well,
set to be
yeah,
the
it's
third party again in Westminster. This will be a huge difference to our ability to change things for the better.
You won't have much influence.
No, but I mean it's more influence than we had.
It's a start. You're on the road to recovery.
Yeah, indeed, potentially over recovered at that point.
Sorry?
Potentially recovered more than we were before, right? So
Clive Meary just said you're not counting your chickens yet, but what kind of chickens might there be?
okay.
Angela Rayner. I think he's asking her for a potential job in government, what that would be like. But gosh. Well, look, Labour might yet surprise me.
They might.
Look, I watched a documentary on George Bush Jr. and the Iraq War, and it made me realise I would have been very despondent in the early 2000s. Very despondent indeed. So we'll have to see. And look, I'm a white guy. It doesn't really affect me, does it? If we're being brutally honest.
Well, you say that.
God, I love election night when Labour wins. I feel better. Yeah, all right. Probability of victory for major Tories. Grant Sharp says 6%.
Yeah, 6% chance.
Of winning, yeah.
Christ.
Ian Duncan Smith has less than 1%. Gone to this.
Boris.
He's not on there yet. Steve Baker, less than 1%. Or greater than 1%. If the crocodile is eating the one, does that mean it's greater or less?
Less fun.
No, yeah, less than 1%. Fuck yeah, it's Ian Duncan Smith. Fuck you.
Because
His
the
hands are hanging
larger
on
the larger number goes towards the big end.
Yeah, it wants to eat the bigger thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Less than 1%. Steve Baker is in the studio. Doesn't look great. Steve Baker. Right, who's next? Jeremy Hunt, 19% chance of winning his seat.
That's quite high.
Penny Mordaunt, 25%.
You see, I'm quite indifferent towards her as a politician. Like,
Ugh.
I don't necessarily respect her, but I don't inherently disrespect her either.
Jacob Rees-Mogg, 47%.
Oh, that's depressing. That's a shocking indictment of the constituency he lives in.
That's still less of a chance of him winning than not, potentially. Well, I mean, it is on Schools on the Doors, 47%.
It is, yeah.
There is a 53% chance he will lose his seat.
Yeah, but there's quite a tight chance, isn't it, still?
There's an 81% chance Jeremy Hunt will lose his seat. Fucking A.
Have they got Boris yet?
Not yet.
Oh, was he stepping down, actually?
I honestly don't know. I haven't really thought about Boris Johnson in a while.
He came out recently with a speech, didn't he? But I can't remember what it was. I didn't read.
Well, they did reference earlier something about the idea that Boris Johnson would they'd hang on. The Conservatives would hang on narrowly, and Boris Johnson would lead them into the 2030s again as Prime Minister.
Fucking hell.
Oh, they've got fucking Peter Mandelson on.
That's Lord Peter Mandelson to you.
I despise what the Labour Party are now. But I would have said exactly the same thing in '97. I would have felt exactly the same way in 1997 watching Nye.
Well, no, because in 1997 you'd have been like, pretty
If I
colours.
was of this age,
Oh, okay.
there we go. I would have been like, fucking hell, not Blair. Not a fucking focus group in a suit.
You never have thought it'd have started a war or helped start a war in the Middle East back then, would you? Things were looking so positive in the late 90s.
Things could only get better.
Yeah. It's like so fucking shit.
It's not an extraordinary achievement from Keir Starmer and his team. They said exactly the same thing about '97. But the Tories were always going to do badly then, and they're always going to do badly now.
Yeah.
This is not a magnificent achievement. You know, this is just 14 years of Tory rule that most people think has been appallingly shit, certainly at the tail end. You know?
Yes, I think the killing blow was probably COVID, really. No, I think it was trust. Trust was the killing blow.
Yeah, I think the whole ridiculous trust thing was really bad. I think COVID, as you mentioned, didn't help. I think the fact that they burned through so many prime ministers so quickly,
yeah,
is shitty. I think
it all contributes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think inflation hasn't helped.
Well, that's on the back of COVID and trust, isn't it?
I think just party apathy in general. People, they don't tend to acknowledge party apathy really, because it's sort of the sort of thing you don't have any control over either way.
Yeah.
You don't really get bonus points if you've beaten someone just because they've been in power for too long, but it is a factor. You know, Tories have been around for fucking ages. You only get to stay in power too long as a party, really.
Sometimes I think the government lasts too long. Well,
there you go. Are we still in Germany? I'm looking at it.
I think we just left Germany, actually. Yeah, we're in Belgium? In Liège, in Belgium, I think. We're on our way to Brussels, so. Still speeding along, although actually we're not speeding now because we're allowed to go 90 kilometres an hour down here.
I bet there's some 63-year-old former trucker watching this and going, fucking cheater.
Yeah, well, who gives a fuck?
Do it properly.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, I cheated at Rechef, so.
You did. I'm just fed up. But you know what the real kicker for me was? When that car crashed into me last video and I got fined for it. It's like, nah, fuck it. In fact, that's not realistic at all, is it?
Well, no. No, but I mean, judging by what your guy looks like, he was probably drinking.
Okay, but the thing is, we are a Dutch company, so it is fair to assume that we are a Dutch individual owning the company, which means that they can't even be prejudiced against us for being British. Because we're not. We're based over in Rotterdam.
It's not like the Dutch are universally popular.
No, I'll tell you who hates the Dutch. Austin Powers'
Austin
dad.
Powers' dad.
There's two things he can't stand.
Things like people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
It's one of my favourite jokes from the entire series.
It's such a stupid joke, but
there's that, and then the visual joke when they're in the tent.
Well, yeah, so that's a staple of the Austin Powers movies, isn't it?
Yeah.
I tried to watch the first Austin Powers movie not too long ago. I haven't actually seen any of them all the way through, and I just didn't do anything for me.
I look forward to the day when my son is old enough to watch them. Because I don't think he's quite there yet.
No.
I'm thinking 11. And then I'll sit him down and we'll watch him, and hopefully he'll have a good old laugh. Because he's very easily entertained, comedy-wise. For example, yesterday we were listening to Piano Man by Billy Joel in the car. And in between the lines, I was saying things in response to the line that had just been on. So, for example, sing us a song, you're a piano man. My response to that line was, no, I play piano, I don't sing. And for some reason, that just really cracked him up. And just stuff like that. John O'Barr is a friend of mine. Oh, that's nice. He gets me my drinks for free. I'm pretty sure that's stealing.
No, well, you're not paying for them. He is.
No, but like the.
Oh no! Wait, no. John at the bar.
Yeah.
John at the barman.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's not stealing. It's just fucking drinks.
No, but it's entertaining. It's funny to my son for me to have said that. That's what I'm getting at here. I don't necessarily believe that a piano man shouldn't be singing. He should just be playing the piano. But the joke only works if you emphasise the fact that he's a piano man, not a singing man. Have you seen the Banana Man video? Where it's a piano man, but it's Banana Man.
No.
It's a guy dressed as a banana singing, I'll sing you a song, I'm a banana man. And that's it, that's the whole fucking thing, but it tickles me in such a way.
Banana.
Yeah. Well, so we seem to have expended election talk. Although I'm sure you're probably still.
Well, yeah. Gloria Derbyshire is hanging outside Rishi Sunak's massive fucking house.
Oh no, I've gone the wrong way.
Oh no.
I don't know what this is going to add to our route.
Can't you do a 3-point turn?
No. It hasn't told me how long it's going to... Oh, it's added an hour. That's not so bad.
An hour?
No, not a real hour.
I know, but... Got a delivery to make, man. You can't be fucking wasting an hour.
I don't have to make the delivery for another 37 hours. I need to rest in an hour, which means I'll rest at this rest stop that's coming up. And then I can do the rest of the journey in one go. It's a shame I can't put a UE in this section though. I'll top up the fuel as well whilst I'm here.
Who the fuck is still voting Conservative?
Old people.
Rich, well, yeah, fair enough. I have a colleague whose parents just always vote Conservative because that's just what they do. I imagine there's probably quite a lot of those about.
You have a colleague who votes Reform because they think that they're a good party to vote for.
Oh, yeah, but that's different. Anyway. Ugh, God, what a garish smile that woman has. She's like a fucking Joker.
Who?
Some woman.
Oh, now is it down?
Well, presumably the future Labour MP for Sunderland.
Please don't accidentally sleep twice. There we go, we're good. Let's go! Okay, let's go! Oh, Christ, that police car just tried to ram into the side of me whilst I was putting out illegally.
That's their prerogative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody Rozzers.
Oh, to be fair, I saw a police car drive past a car that had double parked. Well, yesterday. They slowed down to go around the car because they had to slow down to go around because of where it was parked.
Yeah.
And they didn't stop. They just carried on, drove and parked up two spaces away from where I ended up parking.
Were the sirens on?
Nope.
Right.
And they didn't seem any particular rush to go into the flat that they went into. And it's just one person on their own as well, so it's not like, I don't know. Seems like there was an obvious crime there that they could have dealt with in some way, and they didn't.
Well, you know, you can't stop them all.
No, but you have to make a show of actually trying to do something.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work.
Well, that's why people have no faith in the criminal justice system, and why people stop reporting crimes when they start thinking. That's why crime numbers drop, is because people stop reporting them.
Mm. Do that.
You know, it's for Lib Dems, I think, and probably other parts as well. But the Lib Dems specifically say that they want to have every burglary attended to by a police officer. Because at the moment, that isn't what happens. They don't come to your house if you've been burgled necessarily. How the fuck are they ever meant to solve the crime?
Well, they don't.
Oh, exactly. When someone stole my catalytic converter and my bicycle, I never saw a police officer about that. And the only time I've ever actually been able to talk to a police officer direct, face to face, was a time when I was pretty sure that my ex-landlord was stalking me.
Huh. What? Maybe he stole them.
No, they disappeared long before. We had issues with him.
So someone stole your catalytic converter and your bike, did they?
Not at the same time. It was two separate incidents.
Right. I hope I don't get burgled.
Well, you might do. One of my neighbours let himself into my flat earlier.
What, by accident or?
Yeah. Which is a bit silly because they're on the middle floor and I'm on the top floor, so I had to go past theirs to get to here. He apologised. He said he was a bit tired and he had moved over from this same flat but in the next block over a while back. So I'm sympathetic. He seems nice.
So when he I'm assuming the door was open.
It was
unlocked.
It was unlocked because I ordered my food for tonight because it's a Thursday and I order food in, don't I? So I figured there's no point locking it. And yeah, he came up the stairs and he opened the door and he realised and closed it. And didn't say anything. I was like, hello. Went over to check it in case it was like the delivery guy had tried it. Because I know the delivery guy sometimes. It used to be one of my neighbours, so we have a chat sometimes. And he, I thought he might have done it if it was him. Just for laughs, right? Not very professional, but he's not very. There was the other week he was talking about his sex life, so he's not that professional.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't that the guy you sometimes want to have a chat with?
There was one particular occasion where I wanted to have a proper chat.
Yeah.
Just one specific occasion. And we
didn't. And he didn't deliver, did he?
It wasn't
that time.
Him, so.
No. Oh.
See, this bugs me.
What?
The BBC,
it was close.
It wasn't close enough. The BBC Live feed says Labour has won a landslide victory, but they haven't yet, have they?
Have they prefaced it with the exit poll says? Or
No,
prediction.
The thing literally says summary, bullet point: Labour has won a landslide victory in the UK general election. Oh no! Hang on. They didn't preface it. They suffixed it. I hadn't got that far, according to the exit poll. But you should do it the other way around, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say that they have.
It will mean Keir Starmer becomes a new Prime Minister.
Ugh.
Answer me this, and I know the answer is yes, but it won't happen. But for the sake of the audience, answer me this: what if Charlie says, "You know what? I don't want Labour in charge."
Yeah.
I mean,
that caravan, they break down.
They were jackknifed.
Help them.
I can't. I've got a delivery to make.
Oh.
I'm westbound and down. Loaded up and trucking.
Off you go. What if Charlie?
What if Charlie says, "Look, I don't want Labour to be in charge here. I don't want these to be the Prime Minister and the government." I mean, he has the authority to say no, but he won't ever do it.
No, of course not. He hasn't got the balls.
Well, it'd be a big old pain in the ass to go through that hassle. Or is it too?
So what if?
That's it. That was my thing.
Okay. Yes. Well, was there a question?
Yeah, it was a hypothetical. What if he doesn't want to? What if he doesn't want them? I know it won't happen. I know he won't say no, but For argument's sake, what if he says no?
People have decided.
Yeah, right, you know, if people decide a lot of things, it doesn't mean they're right, does it?
No. No, it doesn't.
Right, what Ed Davey needs to do tonight is have a word with Keir Starmer and say, look, put me in charge,
Mm.
and it'll all be fine.
Yeah.
We're going to overtake the coach. Oh, we lost sound. Didn't even realise. Daz, I got. Oh, I did clip it. I clipped it.
You fucking prick.
Me, me.
I like to imagine our driver has finally snapped.
Ah, yeah. Wee.
Oh, God.
Shall we catch up with matey in front of us? You know what's making this better for me is it's nearly midnight in the game. It's nearly midnight on a Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Of all the weird times for you to see a lorry driver going wee behind you.
It's like Mule, the Steven Spielberg film.
Yes.
You know what
No,
that's
I
about?
don't fucking have a clue. Is it
It's
about
about a guy who's driving and he overtakes a lorry or a truck, as they call them in the US of A.
Yes.
And the truck ends up chasing him and trying to kill him. The entire film was just this guy desperately trying to drive away from this truck driven by an unseen driver. He just says, "Fuck you, you prick," and tries to kill him. And pushes him in front of a train track and all sorts. It's basically like the shark from Jaws, if the shark from Jaws was a truck.
Okay.
Right, let's have a look. They're given seats. It's Jeremy Vine's turn, your old mate.
Hmm.
He's on the virtual Conservative battleground map of the old UK. So, let's see. Apparently they've done quite well in Scotland.
Really?
Tories, yeah, they are defending Scottish seats better than anywhere else.
Well, that's strange, but
Which would suggest people are split between Labour and the SNP. And, sort of fucked it.
I found a local blog for the area for here.
A local blog.
Yeah, for like a live feed thing from the count here. At the moment, they've got at 10 o'clock polls close, and that's it. There's
Send me a
nothing
li-
else.
You know, that's just going to say the result.
It might do. It was linked to by the you know the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was linked to by them. So, oh, did I miss the exit again?
I don't.
I missed the exit then.
What you like? Was Stoke-on-Trent the one with the Tory twat in it?
I don't know.
I think he might have been. Bassett Law. Do you know where Bassett Law is? That's predicted to go to reform, apparently.
No, I don't. But you have Google Maps at your disposal, and I'm putting a U-turn on a highway. So,
Right.
I've managed to turn a 9-hour journey into a 6-hour journey, thanks to.
It's in Nottinghamshire, you silly Billy. Wait, 9 to 6, you said?
From 9 hours to 6 hours, yeah, by doing a
Oh,
U-turn.
right, I thought... Oh, wait, you did a U-turn?
I did a U-turn.
Oh, well done.
The first candidate to arrive is, of course, the incumbent.
Ugh.
What a bastard. They haven't got the exit poll detail for the area. I thought they might have it if anyone had it.
What a garish fucking rosette. I wonder if I can see my mum.
Is it grey? Because he was wearing a grey one the other day, and that footage was in the MILF Hunters video.
MILF Hunters, fucking hell. No, it's blue.
Probably, I suppose it has to be, doesn't it? He did make one good point in that video.
What?
That it wasn't Rishi Sunak standing in the area, so why would he be on the leaflet?
Yeah?
I mean, you know, it's not a great point, but it is somewhat valid. How do I get down to the thing?
Great Yarmouth reform predicted. Makes sense.
I've gone the wrong way again. Trying to get onto this bloody train. I'm trying to go on the Eurotunnel.
I guess that thing is... Ugh. That it's not been... Hayes has said it's not been any different to any other election. In terms of the reaction from the public, not that different. People know me very well, and over the years, I've touched a lot of lives.
He has. For better or worse. Often worse. So there's another thing coming up.
No, I don't. He's not going to lose his seat, unfortunately.
A man can hope, Ben. A man can hope.
Because my majority will take a hit.
Ah, fuck this up. I need to do another U-turn.
Oh, I want to watch this.
No, it's not quite a U-turn. I'm just gonna go up this hill and down the next one.
Oh, right.
But I need to park on the bus, on the train. You see. Oh, don't you dare come down here. But I've screwed it.
There's
right
a confused old lady in the background behind Naga Manchetti.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that's my mum.
No, she's looking at paper. And she's got what I can assume is her grandson.
Mm.
Oh, they've beaten their record in Blythe, apparently.
Looks
like the old lady from Benidorm. That's what she looks like. Johnny Vegas's mum in Benidorm.
This has been a really bad drive for this truck. This truck is fucked.
I suppose you have to pay for repairs, do you?
Probably.
That's because some bloody idiot decided to drive it into a bus, didn't he?
No, that's not the issue. It's the fact that I just slammed into a whatchamacallit. It's fine.
You know, my boss asked me if I had ever had political aspirations today.
Oh yeah.
In my appraisal. And the more I think about it, the more tempted I am to be a councillor when I retire.
Well.
You know, just as an independent, obviously.
You say that now. Might run as a green.
Maybe. I don't think I could.
You might be living in Brighton and Hove by then.
Naga is showing off the thumb flicker.
The thumb flicker.
Yeah. You flick ballot papers with them. Never got the hang of that.
It's
never.
This of course is the point in the program where they have to fill 3 hours of time because
fucking fill. There's no yes.
They've started the coverage immediately after the exit polls released, and now there's nothing to talk about for 3 fucking hours.
Yes, it's all very exciting at the start because you got your exit poll, initial reactions. Once that's sunk in, it's like okay.
Now
we need to wait for the really fast ones. They'll get their votes in, you know. But before then, we've got to wait and we've got to fill time, and then they'll get their votes in. And, oh yes, very interesting. Wait. Then the bulk of them start trickling through,
Yeah.
and then it gets to the point where you've basically got all of them, and it's just like, let's just filter, whenever we can stop doing this fucking thing. Get a couple of hours kip, and then wake up and do the whole fucking BBC breakfast shit.
Yeah. It is what it is. We'll have the majority of the important results by about 6-7 o'clock, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay up as long as I can, frankly.
Well, if I end up waking up for a piss in the night, then I'll go ahead and have a little look and see how it's going on. Because the only result that actually matters to me now at this stage, because we know that the overall result is going to be the way it's going to be.
There's a man wearing a bathrobe and a crown in Newcastle. I suspect he's a fun candidate.
I wonder how Count Binface has done.
I don't know. Has he shot himself in his bunker yet?
What, Count Binface?
Yeah.
Why makes you think he's a fascist?
I didn't say he was a fascist.
Well, you're likening him to Hitler. Why would he shoot himself in his bunker? What did Count Binface ever do to you?
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt so strongly about it. Look, I like him. I think he's... What?
Why make that comparison?
I don't know. I don't know. Election night, it's sort of like Fall of Berlin. I don't know.
He's one of the fun candidates.
I know. It seems like something a fun candidate might do.
Oh yeah, shoot himself in the face.
Screaming Lord Such had a stroke and nobody dared check on him for like 5 days. That's the thing, innit?
I don't bloody know.
Or maybe they hung him upside down with his mistress. I can't remember.
Honestly, I just... Poor Count Binface.
All right, fucking hell. Like, what's his policies?
I can't remember.
99 ice creams to remain 99p.
That's
okay.
perfectly valid. Oh yes, you're on board now, aren't you?
I promise at least one affordable house. And he said that former prime ministers will be expected to take part in national service Rishi Sunak wants to introduce. You know what? I'm sorry, Count Binface. I have misjudged you.
Yeah, you have, haven't you?
I did watch his interview he did for the last general election, which I thought was very, very funny.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what he said.
I've sent you a thing. A thing I got sent.
Yeah, this is the thing I saw. It didn't work.
Well, it is now.
All right.
So I've just checked it.
Okay.
Depressing numbers, but it's fine because it's not really a surprise.
Where do I click here? It's not letting me.
Oh, you
504 gateway timeout.
You fucked it up, then. You reload the page.
I have reloaded the page. What do you think I've done?
Do you know what a gateway timeout is, Ben?
Yes, your gateway timed out.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to reload your fucking page.
I have done.
Well, keep doing it. It's probably too busy.
Wonder why.
Because there'll be a lot of people. Why else? Honestly. When I looked at it, it said 96% hold. The 96% chance of a hold here in my constituency. We had a 4%.
Still a 4% chance, mate.
And a 4% chance of reform.
Well, we knew that would happen.
96% chance Conservative, 4% reform. That's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
The best chance we have of not having a Conservative Party member here in charge is a fucking Reform Party.
Oh, hang on. What's my constituency? Hang on, I'll just put my postcode in.
Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, is it working for you now? Reform.
No.
Go on then.
Possible Labour gain at 66%.
Oh, that's nice. Lucky you.
Possible Conservative hold 26%. Marked as too close to call.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's probably not that close, really. If it's only a 26% chance for it to hold, and it's a 66% chance for Labour to gain it, the other percentage is quite
Hang
low.
on, what's Farage's constituency?
Clacton. Reform gain?
Likely Reform gain 99% plus.
Oh, that's depressing.
I mean, he was going to, wasn't he? If they were going to get 13, he was bound to be one of them. He's finally done it. He's finally become an MP.
Now
Was he an MP before?
It was an MEP.
Yeah, he's finally become an MP then.
This will be his 8th attempt, I think it is, at becoming an MP.
Okay.
He's finally fucking managed it. It's because people in Clacton have fucking voted for him. Well, at least we now know one of the most racist constituencies in. Trouble is, we can't boil it down to racism, can we? Because it's not just racism. There is more to it than that. Is your? Oh, I can't answer that question. Never mind. Of course, there is more to it than racism. It's just, it's so indistinguishable from racism for most people.
Well, I suspect people who vote for reform are either racist. Most of them are probably racist, and those that aren't racist are okay with being in the same team as racist.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's either racist or racist adjacent a lot of the time. Grantham and Bourne apparently is too close to call, despite the fact that it's a 73% chance of a Conservative hold. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Someone who is in my constituency and who voted for Labour and is somewhat disappointed that it looks like Hayes is going to get back in, has reacted with, "I knew Spalding was full of cunts."
Do you want to? Are we going to blank out the actual town names and the MP names?
Well, we haven't mentioned yours, so and we've already established we already established that I lived here because we talked about the fact that the Twilight Killers did their thing just around the corner from where I live.
True. And we have mentioned the Flower Parade, and there aren't many of those.
And the International Cat Show, and
yeah,
you know, I don't give a fuck. They don't know.
And nobody watches these, so yeah, it's all right.
Exactly. What are they going to do? Track me down and get my autograph? Yeah. Yes, please.
Oh, let's check this. I better check this. Too close to call, apparently. Islington.
Where's that? Which one? Who's that? Corbyn.
It's Corbyn, yeah. Not a great leader of the party, but a good man.
Surbiton. What's going on in Surbiton? Hopefully,
Let's spell that.
Surbiton.
Surb.
Should pop up.
Likely Lib Dem hold 99% plus.
That's David.
Exactly.
That's where David's is. So I'd expect it to be, but you never know, do you?
Yeah.
They might have found his not very serious thing to be detrimental to his polling chances. So they might not have liked it. But I was talking to our financial director at work actually about it today. He's a long-standing Tory supporter who has had enough of it, which is, I'm sure, is the case for many people voting this year.
No, he won't have enough of it for long. He'll be back anytime you like. And of course, they all go to fucking Labour because there's very little practical difference these days.
Yeah. But anyway, he was talking about it, and he was talking about how Ed Davies hasn't been overly serious, and he doesn't know if he wants that sort of person running the country. Sure, he's got some headlines, but really, how serious can he be trusted to do the job? And I was like, yeah, but what you need to remember is he's not really fighting for the top seat, is he? realistically, he
not.
knows he's not going to be prime minister. So why?
This is This is about recovery.
Yeah.
No.
And at a time when it's all so serious and everything's fucking terrible, you do need a bit of a laugh, don't you? I mean, that one of the Supercuts things I saw. It was a thing on Twitter, which I want to come back to actually. It was a like 30 things, 30 standout moments, and about 12 of them were bloody Ed Davies stunts. So it's like, you know, and when you have the first one being the election being called in a pouring rain with things can only get better going.
Yeah.
You're like, that's a, you know.
I mean, you know as well as I do, I'm not a liberal Democrat.
No, you're not.
But I didn't hear much of it. But he's a carer, isn't he, for his son?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ed Davey has risen a bit in my esteem for that much alone, which is, you know, isn't a great lot to judge a person on, but I think that's a pretty noble thing to do. And I think he seems like a nice enough guy. It's not like what?
Sorry, I've had an email come through from a Conservative Party now.
Oh.
Do you remember when we were doing a political mind? Very briefly. Well, I signed up to the mailing lists for the three main parties at the time.
Yeah.
And I get Conservative letters every now and emails now and again. And it's Jordan. With polls about to close, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your votes. None of which I gave them.
Yes.
No,
they're all
obviously
frantically
it's not
fleeing
personally.
to Argentina.
but it's not personal to me. It's just a mailing list, isn't it? But I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I still get them from Labour, but only because I can't be fucking asked to go through the process of stopping it.
I don't get Labour ones. I don't know if they've stopped because I didn't apply or something. It's very weird, isn't it? But
Oh, where are we then? Germany still?
what, you mean after I got on the Channel Tunnel?
Yeah.
No, we're not in fucking Germany.
Are we in England then?
Yeah, we've just come off the M25.
Oh my god.
We're heading north towards Sheffield.
I thought we were going to Spain.
No, I said I didn't do the really long one, did I?
That's the big long one, isn't it? Yeah.
One that might have taken 4 fucking hours to do, even if we are speeding.
Well.
Flat out all the fucking way.
Actually, they haven't mentioned fucking Northern Ireland at all.
Yeah, we're talking about Sinn Féin doing quite well, weren't they? Do we like Sinn Féin? Are they... Or are they a problem? I can't remember. It's the DUP have a problem, aren't they?
The DUP are the fucking old Protestant unionist dinosaurs, whereas Sinn Féin is, well, at one point was the legitimate political wing of the IRA.
Yeah. So we like Sinn Féin now, because they were trying to do it the proper way.
Well, yeah, well... Yeah, Sinn Féin believe in a united Ireland, and they seem to have, like, grasped the fact that more progressive policies might work for them, really, in endearing them to the youth.
I saw a picture of... Oh, sorry, go on.
I'm just trying to find a fucking exit poll for Northern Ireland. Go on, then.
The, I was seeing a load of pictures of people leaving there after having voted, like the party leaders leaving. And for Sinn Féin, he looks kind of attractive.
Oh, Michelle Mone.
No?
Michelle O'Neill.
Maybe.
Yes.
I think it was for Sinn Féin woman.
No, I really do love Northern Ireland.
Also,
I know I'm biased, but
you are, because reasons.
I am half Northern Irish.
Yeah.
I did live there for 3 years, so.
I mean, you're half Northern Irish, so you're half British then.
Don't fucking stop.
I mean, you are. Northern Ireland is.
Yeah, I'm half British.
And what's the other half?
In English, isn't it?
Okay, so you're 100% British then.
Like beef. Although not all beef.
No, and definitely not all lamb either, because some of it comes from New Zealand.
Why aren't you telling me?
Can we go back to Twitter a sec?
What do you mean back to Twitter?
Well, the topic, I mentioned Twitter a minute ago and I said I want to come back to this.
Oh yeah, sure thing. Go ahead.
For the first time that I've noticed, I saw an article earlier where they mentioned X without putting formerly Twitter.
Hmm.
And I can't help but wonder if there's been some sort of legal injunction, because everyone was always saying X, formerly known as Twitter, instead of just saying X. And that seems like exactly the kind of thing that what's his face would do.
It really does.
So if it comes out that that's happened, you heard it here first.
It's Twitter. It's fucking Twitter. It'll all be fucking Twitter. Oh, your chap's arrived. The Lib Dem candidate.
What, at my local?
Yes.
I didn't vote for him.
I know. Anybody I recognise in this photo in the background? No. Mum will be hard at work.
Sucks to be her, right? No.
Been fantastic. It's been such a great experience and an absolute lots of typos in this, and it's an absolute honour to stand in my home constituency and to make the case for liberal democracy where I grew up and where I call home.
I didn't vote for him.
No, I didn't.
Well,
I couldn't.
You couldn't, yeah. So
Apparently, there's no exit poll for Northern Ireland.
well, he's young, any the Lib Dem guy.
Yeah, he looks like he's buying his first pint.
The first ballot boxes. Do you think they're from where I voted? Because that's literally just around the corner.
Oh, I'm so proud of my mum. Working away in the worst constituency in the country.
I mean, if it's still, if he's a one person to increase his vote share as a Tory still, because again his vote share has been going up year after year after year.
Did he actually sell his soul?
Yeah, he'd have to have one.
Did he sell, like, his firstborn child? He seems like the sort of person who would do it.
For consequence for having had a stroke is that suddenly he's actually quite popular politically in his local area.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe it's a sympathy thing.
Maybe it's a instalment plan. You know, he had one stroke a while ago, he's got another one on the way. You know, and then the third will finish him off over the course of the next 25 years or whatever.
Can we narrow that down to like 2 months?
He's not a good man.
He's not.
Not that we don't wish ill on anybody.
But if he's gonna go, can we just get it on with? Everyone dies eventually. Let's you know. I'm not gonna mourn him. I'm not gonna pretend to mourn him. Genuinely, before I found out he'd actually had a stroke, I referred to him once as a squinty-eyed fuck.
Nobody gives 2 shits for Northern Ireland.
Bloody
Nobody
hell.
gives 2 shits.
Maisie went on to talk a bit more, didn't he? I have a desire to see better for my community. I want to make the case for my party and community, so I feel the need to do that for the party. It's about optimism as well. I'm a young man as well, and I want to see a brighter future as well.
As well.
Democracy is about participation and to be part of that process as well, on the front line as well of politics as well.
No, not politics.
But
Politicist.
for the first time as well was really exciting as well. The reception as well was so overwhelmingly positive as well. And even from people who were not going to vote for me, they were happy to see something different as well. And I'm very grateful as well.
That could have been you.
No, they didn't ask.
Well, next year, or next time, it could be you.
It could well be me, but I'd have to step up.
Would you genuinely want to do it? It could be an interesting. You know
what?
The Labour candidate.
I would absolutely let them put my name on the ballot paper to be a Lib Dem MP, knowing full well I'm never going to get voted in.
No, of course not.
And if I do get voted in, I've got a, what is it, 65 grand a year job?
Yeah.
That's more than double what I get paid now.
Yeah.
And I might have to do less, although I'd have to go to London regularly, and I might have to have an office. But I'd also get expenses.
Would you be shamelessly corrupt?
God, no. Not intentionally. It might be accidentally corrupt.
No, I would corrupt on accident.
By
I
accident.
I didn't mean to do all that insider trading.
I didn't even realise I was doing it. I just filled out the wrong form. I'm sorry. It's very confusing. They gave me form 114A and I needed 114C.
I didn't mean to sell a knighthood. I don't even know how I could sell a knighthood. I'm just one MP.
It's not over till it's over. We need to stay realistic, but optimistic as well.
Well, that's nice. I mean, really, what you say is, this is a. I mean, you've done. If that exit poll plays out, you've done very well tonight. You've basically got exactly what you wanted out of this election.
Yeah, realistically,
You know?
yeah. We couldn't have asked for much more.
Lib Dems have increased their vote. You're back up to where you were, setting the stage for maybe the next election. Labour fuck up. You get to play Kingmaker again.
Well,
Fuck things up again. As you do.
Well, we'll have to see who the party leader is at that point, because it might not be Davey.
Maybe not.
I don't see us getting rid of him after this, but whether anything could happen in the next up to 5 years, that would encourage us to want to get shot of him. Who knows?
I think I might prefer the Lib Dems to Labour. Fucking hell. I've always agreed with voting reform.
I would be interested to see if we know what the if we get any of those, what the vote would have been under other voting methods, like under PR.
Oh yeah, I always remember watching. I think it wasn't 97 or 2005 or whenever. Not 2005, 2002. I don't know. That election. It was 97, and then you get 5 years, don't you? So
Yeah, up to 5 years. It doesn't have to necessarily be 5.
2003. I don't know. I remember watching that election and hearing Paddy Ashdown say that based on the voting system and the amount of votes they got, it worked out to like a 500,000 votes per seat or something. Something ridiculous.
The Greens always do really badly out of those sorts of sums.
What, proportional representation?
No, out of how many seats, how many votes it costs them per seat.
Oh yeah, of course.
And the first class opposed, it's a ridiculous number.
It's like more than the population of the country.
So
you need 30 million to win a seat.
Quite depressing, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
What? Did you almost fall asleep at the wheel? Oh, you bloody idiot! What have you done? Did you right yourself? You need to call a tow service. You silly Billy.
I didn't quite get the angle right. That's basically what happened when I crashed my car, actually. Oh, but you know what? It's taken us.
What?
We only have to go there. Just to the left of us. This is Sheffield, apparently. I used to live in Sheffield. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Hang on left. Yeah, back in the day. Oh, no, I've gone the wrong way. I was meant to turn right.
Hey. Is that now an hour detour?
No, 5 minutes. Just need to go around the outside here.
Careful.
Hey, I'm not going to damage this anymore. We've got an hour to do this. We've got plenty of time.
You couldn't damage this anymore.
I absolutely could. Where's the? I've done 25% damage to the truck, 8% damage to the trailer, 3% damage to the cargo. I have fucked this vehicle up big time. Let's go for wrong way around. Oh no, it is the right way, isn't it? Because we're in the UK here.
I don't know nothing about roundabouts.
Nobody tells me nothing. Oh, we've had a new recruitment agency. Perfect timing, seeing as we're going to hire someone.
Right.
Whee! Oh, I did some more damage. 36 damage to the to the thing. We're gonna lose so much money.
Can we afford to do
How much are we
wage slave?
Oh, we will be able to. We're meant to earn 37.5 grand out of this journey. I think we'll be lucky if we earn 10.
Yeah. Why? Because we're so late? Or
No,
repair costs?
because of repair costs.
Uh.
Oh, it only cost us 7 grand.
Oh.
I'm surprised by that. We lost some experience for it as well, but I can live with that. Okay, so to start off with, we want to go to a company, garage manager, and we need to upgrade our garage. So, upgrade, yes. If it does the thing. Free as the wind. And back out. This is our garage look. Isn't it looking awesome with all those boxes in there? But
Look at that, yeah.
Oh, look at the lamppost. Oh no, the lamppost is
Wow.
broken.
Look at our barrels.
We got barrels, Ben. And a fence. Look at that fence.
Yeah.
Looks like it's made out of pallets.
There are cars in the car park, which suggests we've got a secretary.
Maybe. Alright, driver manager. Let's...
Who's our
no, hang on. Recruitment agency, sorry. Hire a driver. We've got 3 different options. We've got either Corey E, who looks like he does stunts.
He looks MAGA-ish. He looks like a twat. He looks like the sort of person who says top bands and then says something appallingly sexist.
We've got Mimi M, who looks like she's on the run for having drowned her kids in the bath.
A heroin-addicted prostitute as well, yeah.
And Dominic F, who looks like he's probably going to be on a list somewhere.
Yeah, some sort of incel, sociopathic, psycho killer.
Now, objectively speaking, Corey E is the most qualified, or is the most competent driver, but he also costs us the most. 10 extra euros of delivery plus an extra 30 cents per kilometre. Of the 2 of these, Dominic F is the best out of him and Mimi. So naturally, we're going to go with Mimi, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you get that diversity quota up.
Yep. So it works. Let's get her to Rotterdam.
I think she needs a break, Mimi. Oh look, she's been replaced by pickup artist Greek.
Ronald R. Okay, so
Yeah,
now we need to give her a truck manager. That one. Relocate it to Rotterdam and there, so she's got the truck. And now if I have a look at so she has got that truck, and that truck is there we go. So I can't remember what we do now. I can't remember if we find her a job. Oh, we want her to be doing eco driving first for her training, because that will mean that she'll use less fuel, which will cost us less money. So yeah, let me just go back to the home thing. Where's the thing? Where is it? Company, driver manager, Mimi. I think we're meant to pick a job for her, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done this bit.
She can make the teas.
Let's see if I can find ourselves a nice quick job, like a real quick job. I mean, that's real quick.
Corner.
Deal to France. Zurich to Zurich, 2 grand. Right, we could have done that job. We could have done that job 1,000 times over.
This election coverage of your current home place.
It's a bit slow.
Not a lot going on. They only seem to be reporting when somebody shows up.
Well,
the mood here is,
we're driving
not talking to agents or talking to just people who are hanging about.
We're driving a tractor, Ben.
No, we're not. Where are we? We're in a farm.
So we're in Zurich. We're driving a tractor.
Are we me?
No, we're us still. Dutch.
What's our character's name?
He hasn't got a name. For he is I and you together.
I'm going to call him
Max, 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 Super Max, 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 Max.
Hieronymus Glory Hole.
Well, I'm sure there's a point where we're meant to decide what jobs she does, but I can't remember. So we'll do this job and hopefully it'll ask us. Maybe she has to get there first, right?
Mm.
Can't remember where we hired her from. We might have hired her from like Sheffield.
Oh god, they've got Wes Streeting on.
Of course they have. Oh, another one of those iconic moments was when they announced that Grant Shapps or whoever it was going to lose his seat, realistically, and then he rang them whilst they were recording it and then hung up on them.
Yeah.
Can't remember who it was. I think it was Grant Shapps, but it might have been someone else. Yeah, I mean it's been a messy old fucking 14 years, hasn't it? And it's gonna stay messy, I think, for quite some time still. But at least we are on the path to something different, even if it is less different and more the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my only real hope is that there are people within.
Ah!
What the fuck, you fucking idiot!
Sorry.
You turn off the fucking fine system and it goes. You immediately stop giving a shit.
Yep. But am I or am I not? Oh fucking hell! We've really damaged about 12%.
Idiot.
We've only been down the road 30 minutes.
My only real hope is that there are more progressive voices within the Labour Party, and we get some change, which is admittedly far more likely than if the Tories are in. And I would much rather have the Labour Party in than the Tory Party.
Yeah, so.
And, yeah. I mean, there's probably people, who were, as I was, like 3 years old in '97, 3 years old now, who in 27 years' time will think, God, you know what? If I'd been cognizant of politics, I really would have fucking hated Keir Starmer.
Well, only time will tell whether he's worth the salt for a job or not.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but we ain't gonna know until it happens, are we? And it ain't happened yet. Well, I don't know. What happens if the building that all the votes are in catches fire?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know either. Because if I haven't counted them yet.
All the votes are destroyed. I don't know.
There was a joke in one of the Futurama episodes where they went back in time and accidentally blew up a load of votes for Al Gore in Florida in 2000 or whatever it was.
Yeah. That was just staggeringly close election. It was like literally a few hundred votes in it. A few hundred votes decided the fate of 1 million people in Iraq.
Yeah.
And the Middle East.
Yeah, absolutely. Although, who's to say that Al Gore wouldn't? Oh shit! What happened here? Who's to say that Al Gore wouldn't have ended up making the same decision?
Well, what you done?
I accidentally clicked the wall, and the whole thing jackknifed on me.
Well, the reason why the Americans went into Iraq was because Bush was surrounded by war hawks, and Al Gore almost certainly wouldn't have been.
Well, I don't know. It's just it's difficult doing what ifs, isn't it, when it comes to politics?
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't think Al Gore would have gone into Iraq. I mean, as you say, it's easy to say. Who knows? Maybe he would have been. Maybe basically everybody would have.
It's one of those awkward.
Somehow I doubt it, because you got people like Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld who were really fucking pushing for that. Got a tractor in a city. That's weird, isn't it?
It is.
You see that? That's not right.
Where are we delivering it to? Because it's got caterpillar tracks. Like proper caterpillar tracks.
So we're in Zurich, are we?
We are in Zurich. There's a cinema thing here for us to landing and stop on. I can't believe how much damage we've done to these 2 trucks. That's
God,
terrible.
Wes Streeting is such a. Ugh.
Don't hit us!
He's a slimy shit in a cheap suit. Can't park there, mate.
Zurich West.
Apparently you can.
I can't. Oh, that long he's going around us.
Well, he's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah, but normally they just wait.
Hmm.
Oh, we'll skip that cutscene because I'm done with that. There's certain places where you can do it. You know the photo points I was doing.
Oh yeah, the photo opportunity. Yeah, I guess you get a look at thing.
It's another one of those. So, is that another recruitment agency here? Oh, it is. Let's quickly.
Can we afford another one?
Another one? No, because we haven't got the money for another truck. Not another one. Oh no, the trader's been damaged again. We're going to make so little money out of this one as well. We weren't going to make an awful lot anyway, but... I just want to get Mimi working. Let's at least get the extra 15 experience for this, because then it won't be quite so bad. Penalty if we do, as expected, get penalised for it. Lowering legs, attaching cables, and unlocking fifth wheel. There we go. We did 89 kilometres and lost 20 experience for it. We a ridiculous fine. Alright,
Well,
is it letting us do a thingy yet with what's her face? Oh no, she is doing a job. She's going from Rotterdam to Felixstowe. We don't even have to tell her what to do anymore. That's fair enough. I thought we did.
Labour have held Sunderland South.
Oh, it's been announced, has it?
Yes.
Oh, well, that is a very convenient thing for us to finish on.
Yes.
So, in less than a week of trading...
51% turnout.
Oh, hang on. Is it less than a week?
Reform came second.
Hmm.
Conservatives third, Lib Dems fourth, Greens fifth.
Yeah. To be expected, then.
Conservatives pushed back to third, but...
After 2 weeks of trading, Ben, we have managed to raise enough money to hire our own wage slave.
Yes.
Who on their first job is going to make us, or is going to do a job for, I don't know what that is. Well, we're going to make a profit of 30 euros per kilometre, and she's doing 730 kilometres.
Well, I look forward to expanding our empire and hiring more degenerates.
Is that how that works? Something like that. She's going to make us quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
And because we haven't got a loan, it's all profit. We're not paying anything off.
Great.
So, hooray! Well, thank you everyone for joining us, if you did, which you didn't, for this election special, a week late.
Yeah, well, we only went into the detail on like the first hour and 18 minutes of the election.
Yeah.
We failed completely. Who cares? Bye.
Bye.